We believe in the free press. We appreciate you guys. So no limits on questions, whatever you want to ask. Appreciate you all coming.
All right. Thank y'all for coming out today. My name is India Walton. I'm a candidate for Buffalo Mayor, and I'm standing here to mothers, leaders in our community, because we're fed up. The mayor has recently said that they want to step up law enforcement in communities like this one that we're standing in as a way to curb gun violence, and we are here to assert that more police is not the solution to the problem of community violence. The solution to that problem is more resources, but I won't talk too long. I'm going to hand it over to our community hero and former Buffalo police officer, Ms. Cariol Horne.
Well, hi, I'm here in support of my community. This is the community that I live in. This is the community that I ride my grandkids through in the wagon, or I walk them through. And as you can see, it's garbage everywhere. I have to give credit that they did cut the lawn. They didn't pick up the grass or the garbage. But if you live in a community like this, would you be happy about that? I don't think so. You will feel depressed, down depressed. We can get kids out here, pay them, they can clean this up. There's many opportunities that can be held right here in this lot right here. We can have Saturday shopping where we can have a flea market or something. There's many things that we can do with this lot other than just let it sit here and have overgrown grass, which I have to get credit. Last week they did cut it, but like you can see, there's glass and garbage everywhere. We need garbage cans, at least on the corners, so that people can throw away trash. But as far as the violence is concerned, I think it's directly related to how this community looks. There's no opportunities for our kids. We need more opportunities, and we need funding, not for more police officers, not for more community organizations, but for our children. Now I'll introduce Dominique Calhoun.
Thank you. Thank you, Cariol Horne. I'm here today as a mother, as a community advocate, and as a resident of the city of Buffalo, District 1. Here, as you can see, this is not something that adds value to our community. We have a lot that looks like many other lots here in the city of Buffalo, with garbage, with glass, possibly needles in this yard. You know, our children walk past this every day. One of our children could walk to the corner store and possibly cut their foot. That is not how the city of Buffalo should look, and that is not how we as residents would like to live. As Ms. Horne said, it has a lot to do with adding value and self-worth to a community. We can't live like this and expect people to feel like they have any type of value. We can't put funding all into one neighborhood, but not funding into another. I can tell you that right over the bridge in Lovejoy, their lots don't look like this. There is no bottles, there is no garbage, there is no glass. And we need leaders that care about all areas of Buffalo, not just certain areas. That grass is cut now, but around off of Jefferson, when I was going door to door, the grass was as tall as I was. It hadn't been cut in 6 to 7 months. It shouldn't only be cut during election time. Thank you. It should be cared about all the time. And we need leaders that care about Buffalo all the time and care about all of its residents, not just some residents. And thank you.
This is not about campaigning. This is about the health, the safety of our children, of our community. We are tired. There are people who are challenging long-term incumbents because we are tired. We're tired of begging for basic amenities. We're tired of begging for basic humanity. We are tired of asking politely to not disinvest in our community and make the investments where they belong. More police will not solve these problems. More programming that has not been shown to be effective. There's no data to prove that current violence interruption programs have been successful. Does not work. We need diversion. We need to put incentives into communities for our children to be doing things like cleaning up the neighborhood, putting money in their pockets, making them feel proud of where they live. The way that we keep our children from killing each other is to give them something to live for. Last week I had to call my adult son and beg him not to go out and shoot somebody in retribution because his godbrother was gunned down in the street. It's been 15 years. This didn't happen overnight. This is generations of poverty, of disadvantage, and of being ignored. And our people are saying enough. We are standing up, we are fighting back, and we are saying no more. We're going to the polls, and we're going to make our voices heard through our vote. But next week, we're going to get out here with a crew, and we're going to clean this up. Enough is enough. We cannot wait anymore. It's been 15 years, 4 terms. It's 4 terms too long that every other neighborhood has advanced, has grown, has seen an increase in the quality of life and the standard of living, and we have gotten nothing. $350 million is set to come to Buffalo. Is it going to line the pockets of wealthy developers, or is it going to go into our community centers, into education, into programming for our young people, into real solutions? The police come after crimes are committed. The peacemakers come after crimes are committed.
That's right.
Vigils are not bringing our children back. The thing we need to be doing is preventing it from happening in the first place, and that comes with investing into our young people, investing into adults who need help, investing into our communities, investing into our families, and doing it in a way that is equitable, that acknowledges the systemic oppression and injustices that have plagued Buffalo for far too long. And with that, I am done. Thank you very much. We'll take any questions you may have.
How much work is needed to be done to, in your opinion, to curb the gun violence here in Buffalo?
A lot of work. And like I said, we've not given our young people much to live for. When our school system is graduating young people that are not career or college ready, when there is no community center to go to after school, when there's a real lack of mentorship of adults who are pouring into their lives, showing them that they really care, a lack of recreation, a lack of trade schools. Like the problem is so immense that it's difficult to think of one solution. There is no one solution. And as I said, you have people who are coming together who may not always have agreed in the past that are saying, like, enough is enough. This is about our children and our future as a community. We have to do something.
Cariol, I ask you the obvious question. Why are you supporting India Walton?
Why? Because she's a mom and she cares about our community like I do. Any other questions?
That was good. You answered.
Can I answer the gun violence question? Sure. So, just to add on to what India was saying, that some of the other problems would be that we do not have adequate training when it comes to some of these homicides being solved. There's technology now that can read sawed-off serial numbers. We have to hire officers that are detectives based upon their involvement with the community and if they're the best fit for the job. Right now we're hiring officers based off of seniority, and seniority just lets a person move through the ranks without making sure that they're the best fit for the job. So you have officers that have an arm length worth of complaints, and the community does not have trust for. So that's where a lot of the distrust comes with the community and these officers, because they have already proven to be distrustworthy among the community. We need officers that the community trusts, that are from this community, that will be able to get this information. People don't feel comfortable with people that have already abused residents. So I feel like if we do that, as well as work with authorities to have, marketing campaigns such as Save Our Women and Children, so that people will feel comfortable with reporting crime against women and children, we could build a better Buffalo.
Let me speak on the violence. And as far as the violence is concerned, we have these groups, and we do know who some of the shooters are. But these kids have nothing to do with let children come to his home, teens come to his home in the middle of the night, or go out to see what's wrong with him in the middle of the night. It's not just a 9 to 5. This happens on a daily, 24/7. So we need to be available for our children 24/7. They need to know there's safe spaces that they can go. So like I said, if there's any money to be invested, it needs to be invested into our children. They need programs. If they have something like the arts program, it could be something that they would spend their time doing rather than being out here shooting people or on Facebook having a beef.
Facebook views. Thank you, Terry.
What would you say to people who in the community want more of a police presence and feel safe when they see cop cars around the neighborhood?
I'm not sure which community feels safer with more police in it, but to Dominique's point, we need community-oriented police officers. We need officers who are of and from our community, who are here to serve us, who have built relationship, rapport, and trust in order to be able to get the information to solve some of these crimes. Buffalo Police has one of the worst murder clearance rates in the country, and I just can't understand why we have such an inflated and bloated police budget, and crimes are number one up, especially violent crime, and our solve rate is so low. So again, I believe that the solution to this problem is putting resources into the community, also improving relationships between the police and community members, and giving our young people something to live for. This is horrible. I don't even have words to describe what it feels like to have to live under these conditions, knowing that it's a system that was designed to perpetuate these living conditions, and then being told that it's your fault, and then being punished and having people come, police your neighborhood and harass and assault you when this is how it was designed to function. So I think that our community as a whole is really just exhausted from having to not only defend ourselves against police in this corrupt system, but also having to worry about whether our children are going to be gunned down by one of their peers. And time is up for waiting. Time is up for waiting for someone to come and save us. We are hell-bent on saving ourselves, and that is exactly what we're going to do at the grassroots and community level, and also at the polls, and with the pocketbooks.
You said, nope, go ahead.
No, I wanted my goddaughter to speak afterwards. She's a mom.
Yeah, I want you to. Okay. No problem.
You were talking about next week coming in and cleaning up the lots that you find to be unkept. When are you going to do that? And if anyone wants to support you in this effort, how can they do so?
I think we should do it this week. I think that next week is too long. It shouldn't be this way right now. My campaign manager, I'm giving her an anxiety attack right now. But this is it, right? This is what we do. The reason why we're running is because we are community-oriented people, and if we have to sacrifice a few extra hours to come out and clean up this mess, then that is what we should be doing. So, if folks want more information, Cariol and I, along with Dominique, will get together. We'll post it on our socials, and whoever wants to be involved in coming and clean up this corner can get in touch with us, and we'll get it together.
This is Jasmine Newton. I forgot. This is my goddaughter. She has young children.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Newton. What I wanted to say about the violence as far as it goes, I'm a mother of 2 children. One is a young black male who is 8 years old and trying to find himself. It terrifies me every day when I see these children out here waiting at the bus stops alone without their parents, and there are many adults standing outside the store. We hear gunshots, we see blood on the ground, we see it all. This is our community though, and it is up to us to fix it, or else it'll be nothing but a demise. It'll be destroyed, and it won't be because of just simply the people living in the community, but because of the other people who are on the outskirts of the community that have the ability to help. So I feel that we should all come together as one. No matter your race, no matter your culture, your religion, just come together and let's unite as a people. Let's fix this problem.